Good evening. I don't know what that noise is. That's that. I'm back in a channel favourite. Do you remember my Volvo 850 T5 Saloon? I'm back in that. I finished my day in that. Now, the video explaining how I've ended up back in this car today will probably be online tomorrow or the day after. But basically, I sold the Proton to a gentleman who lives on the Isle of Wight, and I drove it down to Southampton early this morning. I should have been back home hours ago, but as it stands, I'm still working my way home now. This car needs some suspension work, which is why there's some slight knocking coming from it. But for what I need it for, it's absolutely fine. Can I just have a bit of a moan, right, about mobile phone signal and the state of our train network. The mobile phone thing, it is ridiculous. It's absolutely insane. How can your mobile phone be so bad? And it wasn't just me, because I was looking around the train carriage. So basically, I drove down to Southampton and delivered the Proton to the docks so that Mark, his friends, could take the Proton over on the ferry to the Isle of Wight. I then went from Southampton Central, and it was meant to be a really simple train journey from Southampton Central up to Oxford, and then from Oxford it should have gone to Worcester. Okay, there was a freight train that broke down at Oxford, which meant that we got stuck at first Basingstoke and then Reading, and you'll see all this in the video. I've edited most of it, I've just got to add the last few bits in. So hours we were behind schedule. It just felt like we were, and there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. The train driver didn't have a clue, because there was nothing he could do. All he could do was advise, oh, you can go and get your refund from xyz.com. But that didn't help me, because it was a really beautiful day today, and I would love to have been home on time, which was the plan. So I could have gone out for dinner with my wife and gone to the pub and had a beer as the sun went down. And I've missed it now, it's going dark. And now here I am, having finally got to Worcester, and I'm sat behind yet another set of temporary traffic lights. Oh, they're not working properly, that's the thing, I can see that. So it flashed to orange and then went straight back to red. So clearly these traffic lights are problematic. Excellent. So, I don't know, it's been a bit of a funny one, because I always look forward to a road trip. As you well know, if you're a regular viewer on the channel, you'll know that I love delivering a car. And really enjoy today. The run down in the Proton was fine, but I mean, driving down the M4, it's not exactly exciting, is it? And then I've kind of reached the conclusion now where I don't think I'm going to deliver any cars anymore. I'm just going to pay for people to bring them on trucks. These lights are clearly broken. But that's sad, because it defeats the object of the whole Jeff buys cars, spirit of adventure, all that stuff, doesn't it? Right, that's gone orange again, and now it's gone green. Come on, you need to go. So, you know, all the conspiracy theorists that are saying, oh, there's a plan to get us off the roads, right? It's definitely happening, because travel around the country is extremely difficult. So that was my train today. Now, the last time I got on a train was when I went up to Anglesey to collect my brown Volvo cross country. And do you remember I had issues then? I think that time someone had jumped on the train track and killed themselves. But even so, I ended up completely stuck at Bangor, I think it was. Or maybe I hadn't even got as far as Bangor. I think I was stuck at Chester, actually. And yet again, it took hours longer than it should have done to get to my destination. And that's the 2 times I've been on trains recently. And all of the public transport was absolutely rammo. Every station platform today was busy, and every train was absolutely packed, as in people sitting next to you packed. It's concerning, isn't it, that's where we're at, and we're being forced out of our cars and onto public transport, and the public transport just doesn't work. I mean, do they still build railways? Are they still building tracks? I'd imagine not, apart from HS2, which is just a whole nother video all of its own. But just, yeah, wanted to have a little moan really about the infrastructure of this country, because it's very broken. Do people not realise Is that what it is? You know, the whole boiling lobster, boiling frogs in a pot thing. Do people not get just how far down the line we are? I think that's what I'm forced to conclude. My glove box just fell open. What's it going to take for people to start asking what these politicians are actually up to? Like, how broken do things have to be before people start writing to their MPs and saying, how come all of this is broken? Because it's everything, everywhere you look, and there's plenty of money sloshing around. It's just not sloshing to the right places, is it? So that's it. That's my evening rant. Got a couple of videos that I've filmed. I've done a sort of 2024 update on what cars ended up in my garage at the tail end of 2024, because there's less than you think, but there was more than I thought. So that's on its way out, and that also involves me trying to review a jump pack, which is quite funny because I'm not really very good at product reviews. I'm far too honest, and I'm very impatient, so I can't really set up like different camera angles and such. What else is coming up? Obviously the Proton video. The Proton video is quite nice. It's got a bit of country music in it, it's got a bit of scenery in it, it's got me on trains, so I just need to conclude that video. This car, hopefully I'm going to use this car, this red Volvo 850 T5 Saloon with 247,000 miles on it. I'm going to use it in a trade. I've got another of my favourite cars from this year coming back, hopefully, if all goes well tomorrow. So I'll update you on that as and when. I hope you're having a good week in this slightly confusing bit after New Year, where you're never really sure what day it is, or whether you're supposed to be back at work, or whether you're supposed to be on holiday, or whether the shops are open or not, because nobody's got any idea, have they? Not a clue. We are just on the verge of settling on what our plans are going to be for January and February, and that involves a little bit of logistics at home. I've got to get rid of a couple of cars, but that's all right. I've still got the red scrap Volvo. That's going to be weighed in next week once I've finished vulturing all of the good bits from it. And there's another video on the way, because I've got another brown Volvo, because I needed some parts for my Volvo cross country, and a Volvo V70 in the exact same colour came up for sale in good condition, and I just thought, well, for what I'm going to have to pay to get my front wings resprayed, and for the time that I'm going to have to invest in finding all of the good interior bits, I might as well buy a whole car, which it feels nuts to be saying that, but that is the reality of it. It was easier to buy the whole car. I mean, a set of wings for one of those is, well, you never find one in that colour. That's the thing. That's why I bought it, because it's brown. Like I said, there's only 8 on the road, and I can't find any of the others. So yeah, I've bought a whole car, and Nerd in Motion delivered that down to me yesterday. That video is almost edited and ready to go on the channel as well. So a couple of cool videos on the way out. Let me know what you've been up to. What's your 2025 shaping up like in cars? And whilst I was on the train today, I got some video scripts ready. Oh, should we have a bit of sport mode? Just try not to break the car. So this is the 2.3 turbo. So this is a full fat T5, but it doesn't sound as raughty and wild as my cross country, does it? When I drive the brown one. This is why I like the brown one so much. This is nice and fast though. This is a fast car. This is. So that's that. That's what's going on. Hopefully get some more car stuff sorted out before D-Day. D-Day as in the day that I actually need to be on a plane going somewhere for a little while. So that's that. Yeah, bit of a silly long chat, including a rant about trains and moaning about the state of the country. Let me know at what point you think normal people are going to wake up, or are they ever going to wake up? I'm worried that they're not. Oh, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Apologies for the not very good video, but I wanted to update you as to why we haven't had a good video for a little while. Yeah, they're coming. They are coming. There's all sorts going on, isn't there? There's so much going on in the world. Cybertruck explosion is so weird. So weird. We shall see. Yeah, come on, Donald Trump, let's be having you. Elon Musk is kicking up a fuss as well, isn't he, with Keir Starmer and government, and it's all still to play for in 2025. Right, thank you very much for watching.